So, hello and welcome back to the next part of Because We're Here. Last time there was quite a bit of, a fight, you could say? Uh, hmm. Anyway, our poor guy Lea here decided to not enlist into the upcoming war. And well, the other guys did not take kindly to that, to say the least. And because of all the abuse this poor guy has gone through in the last few hours, probably, he is currently not really in a state of mind to calmly listen to any other suggestions that could help him. He just doesn't want to think about it anymore, understandably. And now we just have to manage to calm him down. If that's gonna work that well. And we have a minigame for that, it seems. Okay, time to... It shouldn't matter that I'm not going. I'm one man. One insignificant man. It's not anyone's business. Why does everybody? Why do we all have to go? Why? Good question. I'm not going either. I don't know if that's gonna calm him down. He's probably gonna say something, but you're a woman, you're not expected to. Or something like that. So yeah, some things are more important. Yeah, because it is. Your own life is more important. More important? That's easy for you to say. Nobody's looking at you and expecting you to sign your life away. Mr. Lee, nobody's saying you'll lose your life. There's every chance you'll be fine, like Eugen and August say. Every chance I'll be fine. I can read between the lines. Do you think I'm stupid? He's not responding to this line of reasoning at all. I might have to change tack. Wait, hold on. You might be saying this, but that doesn't mean a thing. The rest of the women have been accosting me all day, and you can be as bad as any of the men. That's true. They've been coming up to me and giving me white handkerchiefs, white feathers. Hell, anything white you can get your hands on, why not throw it at Leah and call him a damn coward? It's been relentless, and you think I'm about to forget all that, because one woman tells me they're not judging me. Why is treating you nicely such an issue? That's not a debating tactic, Gerhard. I'm not trying to trick you. If you want to be left alone, then why does it matter what anyone says? Because I'm not a coward. It's misinformation, it's slander. All of you are the cowards, if anyone is. You would gang up on someone like me, and for what? Because you need one more guy so desperately? You should be ashamed. Gerhard, I am not saying anything. Stop putting words in my mouth. You all know that this isn't my fault, right? If you need someone to be angry at, what about the guys that started all this? Nobody should be beating up a gardener. Focus on the assassins, the Leylandian ones. They're the ones to blame. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was from Levasseur. Like, the Ithacos, they were just the neutral neighbors, weren't they? If I remember right. Gerhard, the assassins were from Levasseur. The assassins were from Levasseur, Gerhard. Have you not been paying attention? Try taking a step back, it might all make more sense if you look at the grand scheme of things. If you had a broader understanding of all this, people might not think you were just being selfish. I know what's going on. I'm not in the mood to be talking politics, that's all. Oh, regardless, if you're blaming Levasseur for this, then what's wrong with taking the fight to them, rather than lashing out at strangers in the pub? You too? I thought you were meant to be different. But now you're just like the rest? I'm only going off what you're saying. I don't... Ugh, look. You don't have to fight. Obviously you don't. But you've got to be realistic about what that means for you. You can't just pretend it's not happening. You're still in the same world, the same country. Do you even understand why everyone's so incensed, Mr. Lear? Of course I do. It's you who doesn't understand. I know I don't have to fight, but that's not why this is a problem. It's a problem because I'm still in the same world. Because doing nothing is now some kind of statement. I don't even get to do nothing. I'm not an aggressive man. I never asked for any of this. I'll be left the boat as unrugged as it could be. But I'm still trapped in a damn shipwreck with everyone else. I just want things to back the way they were before, that's all. This is a hard choice, you know. Of course, we don't know how the war will go, you know. Calming him down is of course important, however, supporting him in the delusion of that everything will definitely be fine is probably not the best way. I mean, if I really were in her situation, I would probably choose the first one. I would prioritize calming him down over giving him a reality check. But thinking about it calmly, is that really what he needs now? Oh well. This is the world we live in now. So that's just it? 26 years of war-free life? Then sorry, Mr. Lear, it's a serialist nightmare now. Well, I suppose that might potentially be the case. But it's not a nightmare you're facing alone, we're all stuck here too. No, that won't do. That won't do. I'm not having it. There's another way, I'm sure of it. I won't live in this nightmare blood life. Nightmare blood life. Gerhard, you sound insane. Can you hear yourself? He's exhausted. So am I, though. Think we're both ready to end this. Gerhard, I'm sure there is another way. Yes, but I can't bring it about. What, you mean... I just have to pray that the politicians can sort everything out in time. Why is it even that hard? From where I'm standing, everything, all my pain, all my fear, all of everything can be solved with a flick of a pen. But they're not doing it. Gerhard, don't. How will it help to go down this road? Listen, I'm telling you, everything could be solved if we just give Leyland the bloody land they want. What does it even matter to any of us? I'm serious, what would change in any of our lives if we gave it away? I mean, theoretically, he is kind of right. However, you should always... well, people always keep the worst case scenario in mind. And the people who are already living on the land might be chased out. If you just give them the land, that will be not good for you. Then of course it would change the people's lives in that place of land, even if you're not the one who's currently living in it. That's no good. And well, sadly, people can go the worst case scenario, no? Right? It's not like they will always be kind and try to make it as easy to live in as possible for the people who lived there before. That historically, I think we all know several examples of why it's a good idea to be very cautious about that idea and to not just believe that people will just, well, respect you if you give them your land, if you're living on that land. So yeah, these thoughts are dangerous. What? What's the point? Yes, everything might be different if everything had been different. Obviously, how redundant a truism do you need? I'm getting sick of this. We've got reasons we wish things had turned out differently. I was trying to reach out to you. I appreciate that you're struggling, but there's only so much of this I can take. What makes you so special, Gerhard? Why are your problems so much worse than everyone else's all of a sudden? Oof. I have a feeling that I failed. I'm getting sick of this. You are just like the rest of them. You want me to shut up and do as I'm told, don't you? Gerhard, that is so patently not what I'm saying. Yeah. Alright. I will cheat and go back. For the sake of this poor dude who is in a bad situation. Okay, I'm not going either. You're... Yep. I'm staying in town too. More people are than you think, Mr. Lee. That's... Wait, what are you saying? Of course you're not going. Are you an idiot? That's just because you're a woman. Why would that calm me down? Because the ones who were giving you a hard time are all leaving. They're all going to be far away. Surely that's a welcome development. All I'm trying to say is not everybody is out to get you, Gerhard. Some of us might understand where you're coming from. He seems to be responding to this line of reasoning. I'll try and keep it up. Wait, hold on. You might be saying this, but that doesn't mean a thing. The rest of the women have been accosting me all day. You can be as bad as any of the men. Yep, and they were still from Leazure. It will be back before long. So yeah, calming him down was more important here. What? Gerhard, don't you hear what everyone's saying? The war will be over by Christmas. But how the hell would that even happen? Private Reinhold and his bully boys are thrilled that things turned out like this. If the whole army is the same as they are, this could go on for decades. He is not wrong. You should never underestimate the time it takes to end a war. You should never underestimate it. I don't think that's true, Gerhard. Deep down you want the same thing. They're only getting involved so that they can make things normal again. I guess they're just a little more enthusiastic about the process than you are. But the only way for it to be over any sooner is if more men enlist. And you have the same options as everyone else in that regard. If you don't want to sign up, then I won't criticize you. But complaining is so unhelpful that I would call it irresponsible at this point. That's not what? Not fair, not accurate, not nice. Only the last one's true, Gerhard. And we both know that it isn't my fault. He's exhausted, so am I though. I think we're both ready to end this. Gerhard, I'm sure there is another way. Yes, but I can't bring it about. No one's asking us to give the land. What? We are not trying to defend Vermeer, Gerhard. We're trying to take it. Levasseur would only give it to Leyland anyway. But it's us having our eyes on it that started the whole land grab thing. I know, obviously I know that. Yes, you do. You corrected the others on it earlier. These are really basic mistakes you're making. Please stop this. You're just going around in circles. Yes, everything might be different if everything had been different, obviously. Obviously, how redundant a Trusium. With all good reasons we wish things had turned out differently, I was trying to reach out to you. So calm yourself down, we just want to talk. I'd rather not. I would really rather not. But... Though I had to cheat to get this far. Congratulations, you scored a perfect. It was not deserved. In cases like these, your achievement is honored with a piece of bonus art. Oh, thank you. I did not deserve it. From because of the original version. This alternate CG comes courtesy of J.L. Bartels, because we're here sprite artists, and dates back to the game's early demo, when the resolution was smaller. It's now available for viewing anytime in CG gallery, thanks. I still don't want to talk about... You can't make me talk about... You won't ask about your reasons for staying home? But either way, you must be aware that you've got a hard road ahead. What? We've seen the attitude of the townspeople. You're not exactly chosen the path of the least resistance here, Mr. Lear. But I believe that you can handle it. If you're confident in your decisions, then the situation will always be manageable. I don't have to... Oh, what voice did I give you again? I don't know anymore. The Boschberg Home Guard are always here to support you if you're willing to accept my aid. And if you are ever taken by the desire to do what you can for your country, then know that our doors are always open. The Home Guard is for people who have failed to ship off. This is different. I'm not disabled. I'm not feeble. I'm just... Gerhard hurriedly turns and goes for the second time to flee the pub. Wait! He bolts for the door, and before Helmut can stop him, he's away. The door slams behind him. Helmut's face betrays the sharp pain he suffered from his attempted pursuit, and he clasps tightly on his stick to keep himself upright. He's gone. Are you alright? Don't worry about me. Unlike Mr. Lear, I am feeble, but I am used to it. I wonder if I ought to be offended by his words. I don't think he means it. He obviously has a great deal on his mind right now. Well, I am still well aware that at the end of the day my attempts to keep pace with my Boschberg brethren will be stunted, to say the least. This war is going to put me at the bottom of the pile. But it is not my job to wallow, that is not important. It is only if I keep my chin up that I can ever hope to fulfill my duties to our fair town. It sure is gonna be busy soon. Anyway, I think. Even if they don't have any foes to fight, they will probably have their hands full anyway. The home front is going to be vibrant. I mean it, you shouldn't be so grim. Everyone is going to appreciate your efforts, I'm sure of it. And that would be quite a reward. But I am more aware than anyone in how little I deserve such an honor. I've never spoken to Helmut for this long before. It's humbling to meet someone who thinks of himself quite so lowly. I'm about to launch a full-blown refutation of his ridiculous statements, but he appears to suffer another sudden jolt of pain and slumps back down in his seat. He looks up and smiles faintly at me, squinting in the lights. I realize it might be best not to ignite an entire debate at this stage. Please, pay me no mind, no heed. By the way, should you not go? Didn't your brother say he was waiting for you? What? What do you... August? He's not my brother. Oh, sorry, it appears I got the wrong end of the stick yet again. What, you thought our parents dressed their children in matching outfits? Despite both of us being in our 20s? No? Yes? I think so, yes. It was very much an unconscious conclusion, sorry. As my attempts to get through Mr. Lee have shown us, perhaps I'm not the best at reading people. He said he knew all the notable people in town, he knew me, but he didn't seem to be aware of Gerhard or August. I probably won't do well on that. No, it's fine, don't worry about it. I'm going to be very busy in Boschberg in the next few weeks anyway. I'm sure that I will see you in the course of my duties. Adieu, Miss Rose. As I leave the Kaiser's arms, Helmut waves. Hopefully I'll see him again, and like he says, that's very likely. I have a lot I want to say, and that I feel he needs to hear. But right now I need to find August. The street is deserted. Rather than a quiet hum from the pub behind me, only distant crickets can be heard. Oh, was I really that long? Where did everyone go? I hear footsteps and see a darkened figure approaching. I tense up. As it draws closer, I realize it's Wolf. I relax slightly. I have no idea why, but apparently I relax slightly. You. Wolf, where is everyone? Damned if I know. Think everyone's already slunk home. Seeing my frustration, Wolf sighs and tells me what I want to know. August ran off to the manor. Alright, thanks. As I go to leave, I can feel Wolf just standing there watching me. In light of his help, I feel kind of obligated to make a token attempt at conversation. Why were you out of your uniform? I thought everyone was going to be dressed up. Didn't realize it was only half of them. I only did it reluctantly, then ended up looking like the most eager guy there. Worst combination possible. Well, he couldn't have known. Well, I thought I was serious about the whole thing, not ought to shut those friends of yours up. No, come on, I've had enough of this. I've decided, as a farewell gift for the others, I'm going to take Wolf up on this. Wolfgang, considering what might lie ahead, is aggravating August and Eugen really the most helpful course of action right now? Don't care. Do not care. If I've gotta do this stuff to show I'm a better soldier than there will ever be, then I'm all for it. I am the best soldier, best one of all. We'll see. Wolf, are you really that keen to enter combat? Kill people? Yeah, absolutely. Wow, unlike a certain someone, Wolf at least cuts to the chase. If you don't mind me asking, why? You said before that you didn't care about things like honor, so I know it's not that. I don't care about anybody's honor. Certainly nobody in this town. But a country is different. A country means something. That and this rug can only be a good thing if it means I get to put some Leylandians in their place. Their place being the end of a bayonet. Yeah, I remember you said that before about the Leylandians. Hate them. Out of interest, do you know where this comes from? What? I don't know. They're just bad, aren't they? Never met one I didn't want to deck, and now I've got the chance to do a lot more than that. Granddad hates them too. Used to scrap with them when he worked up north. My dad was the same, I think. Happy to carry the torch there. They're never going to come to Boschberg, you know that. The fight's over at Levasseur. Even if Leyland takes over that region, My mind's gone blank. I think Gerhard's exhaustion might have been infectious. Vermoral. Yeah, thank you. Even if Leyland takes over Vermoral, they're not exactly about to invade us. We're safe. We don't know that. Taking arms when people storm into your country ain't anything special. That's self-preservation. Patriotism is when you fight for whistling, even when you've got to leave home to do it. I mean, I think that's true. I see the logic there, but it doesn't feel like something you should factor into actual life decisions. Well, no, you're biting your tongue. No, I don't know, I guess. Even if I agreed with you, it's still not the sort of thing I would go out of my way for. And you're going far enough out of your way to kill people. Do you not consider there could be a better thing to do with your time than... Do you want a job? A proper one? Or a family involved? Or a life? There's a lot of things I would like. Don't fancy my odds of ever getting any of them. Yeah, makes sense. I'm not sure I really articulated this to the right person. Anyway, hating them is a good thing. That's why I'm already the best soldier. You think Eugen or August will be able to pull the trigger? When everything's said and done, under eye to eye with Leyland, Eugen and Leyland August, you think they'll do it? I can't say. Yeah, me neither. Leyland Wolf, though, Leyland Wolf had better watch himself. Leyland Wolf's days are numbered. Surely in the heat of battle, people are capable of uncharacteristic feats. When it comes to those two, I'll be surprised. Some men are cut out for it, some ain't. Nothing more. You really know what you want from the war, don't you? Yeah, I know. And I'm going to get it. Easy peasy. I guess everyone really does have their own reasons. And after the day I've had, it's kind of refreshing to hear Wolves be so simple. By which I suppose I mean it's refreshing to hear someone searching for something that's definitely there. August and Eugen know what they're searching for, but I'm not entirely sure it's there. Wolf's searching for a pretty bad thing, but at least it's eminently attainable to someone with enough commitment. Why are you talking like this? I don't like it. And I thought I was a hooligan anyway, a damn waster. August says you're a waster. I don't recall ever doing so. For the record, you are, but I think you might be other things as well. Well, for the record, I thought you were patronizing. Patronizing know-nothing. And you are. Wolf's eyes dart away from mine, and his tone lowers to a mumble. But likewise. It's very odd to see Wolf this contemplative. It's dawned on me that everything the man shipped off tomorrow was doing to my psyche, all the nostalgia, all the trepidation, everything, it must be doing tenfold to them. But he's trying to insult me, and it just came across as poignant. This is bizarre. It feels like an opportune time to ask. Wolf, can you watch out for them? What's this? No, obviously not. It's gonna be every man for himself. Never mind what I was saying. Oh, Wolf's a scumbag. Right, sorry. It's fine. I've had enough of the interrogation. I'm going home. This is goodbye for now then. Yeah, well, I suppose. See you. I hope you come back a better man. Hopefully not broken by PTSD. Like most of them will be. It's bordering on the surreal to see Wolf in such a rational mood. Even if he does immediately then default back to his usual defensive self. He's gone anyway. Right. I'd better get to the manor and see if Eugen or August are still around. Oh gosh, I hope I haven't missed them. There's nobody at the manor. Did I really talk too long with the others? Has everyone gone to sleep? All of a sudden, a light comes on in the porch. A figure emerges. They slowly make their way over to me. Oddly. Elfriede? What are you doing here? Looking for you. For me? Yes, you and August. Oh, yes. I suppose that would make more sense. Well, mission accomplished. If you want to locate a chap, go to his house, I suppose. However, I'm afraid that August has metered off. It is important that each of us get an early night tonight, for it is tomorrow that destiny calls. Yeah, I was thinking to myself earlier, I simply can't imagine what's going on through all your heads right now. Honestly, I'm very excited, very anxious, very calm. Those are fiercely contrasting things. Well, I suppose, but the overall feeling is contentment. Contentment? Contentment. Acceptance. This could be good, it could be bad. But we cannot turn back at this point, nor would I wish to. Ever since I was a boy, everything has pointed my life towards this moment. The fables I was fed as a toddler, the verse I devoured in my school years, the parts of my father's old military artifacts strewn throughout the house. Oh, and that's right, I ran into, Sänger in the pub. He was wearing your father's cavalry jacket. Oh yes, mother informed me of his intent to form a home guard unit. My heart goes out to the poor old Sänger, and I truly hope for this endeavor of his to be met with every measure of success imaginable. I almost hope for an invasion of Boschberg, just so that dear Sänger may undergo the same Bildungsroman that we in Vermol are sure to experience. Well, should I explain what Bildungsroman is? Well, Bildungsroman is basically a novel meant to educate, but in this context could also pretty much mean that they, that they will grow from this experience, I think. At least that's how you can see it. I hope that was a joke. That was a joke. Top notch. But, as I was saying, easy though it would be to claim that the Blaurose fields prevent me from taking an active role in the fighting. Well, every piece of education I have ever had has taught me a crusade like this is the most boisterous and fulfilling pursuit that a gentleman can pursue. Are you sure? I have no doubt that chaps from school will all fight side by side with the men of the respective locales. And our hearts will all swell with joy to know that when the war happened, we were there on the front lines, earning our place in the legend. You will be mourning your dead friends. That's what you will do when you look back to it. August's been saying some awfully similar things. Val thinks the war is going to make him a grown-up. And I am in agreement with that theory, in the sense that participation in such a campaign is sure to bequeath unto him a certain confidence. But you know that he might die? What will happen to his confidence then? It'll be at rock bottom. Well, he won't need to worry about his confidence when he dies. Zero confidence. Dead. The casualty rate in Vessling's recent wars have been incredibly low, Elfriede. We've never fought anyone anywhere near as advanced as Leyland, though. I've had this conversation many times today. I am becoming an expert. Yes, Leyland are more modern adversary than we are used to, but their military might simply cannot hold a candle to the fatherlands. The Westlinger Army Standard Issue bolt-action rifle represents the most up-to-date firearm technology at the disposal of any force in Lysel, if not the world. Leyland's armaments might as well be muskets. And we're even rolling out the machine guns they patented those years back. Never used in the war so far, our army is the very vanguard of modernization. This modernization will cause many more people to die than you thought they would be. Sure, I get that, but even muskets still kill. Yes, it's always a possibility, and no doubt the chance to be enshrined in the Vestling's heroic canon in such a manner holds a certain appeal for Vale. As it does for me. It certainly outshines the eventual peaceful passing we would have in civilian life, but... But what? If Vile finds his end in the war, then surely his confidence is irrelevant. That's true. He will always have reached the very pinnacle of masculinity and honor. You can't buy shit with honor. You can't buy shit with masculinity. You don't have a longer life for that. Coming back with confidence lets one start trying to become the perfect, definitive model of a man. But if a fellow should fall out there, then that goal will be reached straight away. Eugen, are you trying to say that death is preferable? No, not at all. The vast majority of men come back from war alive and stand as the highest living champions of nobility and virtue. But in this case, to be one of the lucky few who leave the everlasting mark on Thessalian history is hardly a bad consolation prize for falling in battle. Are you sure? Eugen, just once, just one time. Tell me that August is not going to die. You know August. You know the kind of person he is, and you know the kind of person they need in a war. Essentially, you know I cannot tell you that. But know that, should anything befall a friend Private Vile, when everything's well and done with, my door will always be open. We are not married. We are not married. I have a feeling you have a misunderstanding going on here. Should August find himself unable to perform his duties in a homestead, I am willing to offer myself as a surrogate. Dude, no. Offer myself as a fellow to lean on. My gaze having drifted a glance back at Eugen's face, I'm expecting to see a sly smile at the very least, but no. He's genuine, which somehow makes it all so much worse. Yes, indeed. Yes, absolutely. And Vale's fate is, of course, far from guarantee. So, you're not certain? Oh, good heavens, no. My father spoke of a small handful of fallen comrades from his time on the service, and regularly headed out for giant reunion parties, full of still breathing ones. If you do not treat the war like a holiday, then you will find that death is something very much happens to other people. It just remains to be seen whether Weil can treat the proceedings with the gravity they deserve. Eugen, please watch over him. I will try. I cannot promise anything, but I will try. Okay, thank you. That's good to know. I was cautious after Wolf's rather harsh rebuke, but I knew that I could trust Eugen with a request like that, hopefully. Well, I know that I can trust to give it his all, and I really hope that I can trust him to succeed. An awkward tension fills the air. Just as I am about to make an excuse to go and find August, Eugen speaks. As I survey the fields of my youth, bathed in dust as in so many of my formative memories, such thoughts are muddied by the slightest retinence. Are you trying to say you're going to miss it here? Quite. I'm going to miss the house, the fields, the landmarks, my mother most fair, and the people left behind. You're going with all the men from Boschberg? Well, except Helmut. Do you need a butler that badly? You might have to iron your own shirts in the war, you know? That's not what I meant. I mean, my friends. You're always working. Do you even have any non-Blaurose friends? Other than August, of course. That's a diss. Well, there are friends I have met through Vale. He is talking about you, Elfriede. you are roasting him all this entire time, and he's like, well, I'm going to miss you in the most redundant way possible. Though I must say, I am not interested. You are literally August's only friend. Now you are dissing August as well. Oof. Girl, you're roasting everyone in your path. You, I mean you. Do you not consider yourself his friend? Oh. No, I do. But, slipped my mind. You slipped your own mind. How did I do that? Well, you haven't slipped mine, and so I have to go. One does not earn their place in the heroic pantheon by dueling foreign nationals alone. Such altercations must take place in the defense of the things one holds dear, in defense of the people that one holds dear. You repeated yourself, dear. Please calm down. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to. Forgive me, Elfriede. You will know by now that sometimes one word are easily misconstrued. When your everyday vocabulary borrows quite so heavily from archaic poetry, I guess the occasional sonnet is going to get mixed in. It's fine. I value the people of Boschberg higher than anything else, Elfriede. I have been raised with the sole purpose of serving as their steward, and it is an obligation I plan on honoring until this body of mine breathes its last. And if I cannot fight by their side and show the world what we Boschberg men are made of, then I have failed not just as a Reinhold, but as a gentleman. Commendable indeed, it's getting late. I do not want to gain any more points with Eugen. So I'm gonna be a bit rude now. Commendable indeed, it's getting late. Oh, so it is. Apologies for keeping you so long. Ah, and I meant to say, obviously August wanted to speak with you before setting off. I have no idea where he has gone though. Sincerest apologies. Actually, if he was that purposeful, I may have an idea where he is. Will you be fine on your own at this hour? Yes, I think I will be alright. The atmosphere is strange out there, but nice. It's been a while since there's been this festive a mood. Good night, Eugen. Eugen clasps his hand on his shoulder and gives me a somber smile. Until we meet again, my lady. He turns and makes his way back to the manor. Did I detect sadness at the end there? Regret? Something in that area? Hang on, from Eugen? It can't be. This evening is doing strange things to people. I was only on nodding terms with Eugen before today. I was August's friend, but now he'll fight for me. I've seen him flouncing around town for years now, but I might have been operating under the wrong impression of him, you know? Well, I suppose there's every chance he's just the charmer I initially suspected. I wonder how many other fair citizens have had a similar speech. Tonight, though, it seems cynical. What a night. I realize that I have plenty of time to ruminate on his words when I'm in bed, but for now, there's someone I need to find. Have you been waiting in front of the post office office all this time, or August. I see August standing on his own, looking up at the post office. And before we officially start the scene, I will end the part here. So next time we will have the goodbye conversation with August. Oh boy. So until next time, see you again. Bye.